Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a massive shift that is actively reshaping the daily lives of educators everywhere. We're talking about digital multiple choice test creators and how they're completely transforming the, let's be honest, overwhelming administrative burdens of higher education. If you're in academia, you already know the drill. Creating, administering, and grading assessments is a huge undertaking. But this digital evolution, it's not just about doing the same old things a little bit faster. It's about a fundamental shift in how universities handle student evaluation from the ground up. So let's just jump right in.
I want you to really think about this for a second. How much time do you actually spend grading? If you're a professor managing massive college classes, the reality of creating exams, printing them out, proctoring them, and then grading hundreds of papers by hand, well, it's exhausting. It eats up your weekends, your evenings, and worst of all, it steals time from what you actually want to be doing, which is teaching and mentoring your students. It's a painful bottleneck. But as we're going to see, there is a powerful digital solution that essentially wipes this pain point off the map entirely.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today. First, why digital test creators matter. Second, crafting perfect multiple choice questions. Third, the power of automated grading. Fourth, time-saving tips for educators. And finally, the Qorrect platform.
Section 1. Why digital test creators matter.
Modern universities move incredibly fast, right? So relying on paper and pencil methods today is kind of like taking a horse and buggy on the freeway. Universities absolutely have to evolve their assessment methods to keep up with massive scale and security. Let's look at 3 core benefits of upgrading. First up, efficiency and time saving. You get to professionally design and structure your exams without those endless manual formatting headaches. Second, consistency and fairness. We are completely taking human fatigue out of the grading equation. But it's that third point, fraud controlling via automatic randomization, that is an absolute game changer. Just picture it. 2 students are sitting side by side in a crowded lecture hall. Because of digital randomization, they are taking completely unique tests. The questions are shuffled, the answers are shuffled. You've literally neutralized cheating right at the source, all without having to manually print 5 different versions of the test. And that brings us to a super important technical piece, LMS integration. You definitely don't want a new tool that just traps your data in a silo. LMS integration means this advanced test creator talks perfectly with the systems your university already relies on, Canvas, Blackboard, Moodle, whatever it is. You hit publish and bam, it goes straight to the students. They finish and those grades allocate directly to your official gradebook. No downloading messy spreadsheets, no manual data entry. The whole shebang is totally seamless.
Section 2. Crafting perfect multiple choice questions.
Now you might be wondering, what good is a lightning-fast test if the questions themselves are flawed? The technology really only amplifies the quality of what you put into it. So, how do we build great questions easily? Step 1. Always start by defining your specific learning objective. What exactly are you trying to measure here? Step 2. Design clear and concise questions. You want to avoid those overly wordy setups that end up testing reading comprehension instead of the actual subject matter. And Step 3. Provide reasonable distractions. Your incorrect options, the distractors, they need to be plausible enough to challenge the student, but they shouldn't be trick questions. Well-structured questions accurately assess understanding without you needing to step in and manually figure out what a student meant. Continuing with that process, try your best to avoid negative phrasing, like asking, which of the following is not? Because honestly, it just confuses students unnecessarily. Next, as we touched on earlier, let the software do the heavy lifting to randomize the questions and answers. Finally, specify a consistent number of options and thoroughly review the whole thing. The really cool part, once you launch these questions digitally, you can actually look at the analytics to see which ones performed well and which ones maybe threw students off. It's a built-in feedback loop for continuously improving your tests.
Section 3. The power of automated grading.
This right here is the ultimate payoff. It brings massive scale, total precision, and frankly, sheer relief. 0. That is exactly how many calculation mistakes an automated grading system makes. When you're manually grading 50, 100, maybe 500 exams, human error is basically guaranteed, right? You skip a line, you miscalculate a tally, you misread a bubbled sheet. Automated evaluation wipes out human error completely. It guarantees that every single student gets a fair, 100% accurate evaluation based solely on their answers.
It is a night and day difference between the old way and the new way. With traditional checking, evaluation speed is painfully delayed, sometimes by weeks. Digitally, it's instant. A student hits submit and the grade is just there. In the past, feedback was incredibly limited, maybe just a red mark next to a wrong answer.
but a digital test creator gives you real-time analytics and question-by-question breakdowns. You can instantly spot learning gaps across your entire class. Plus, traditional scoring is super rigid, while digital systems give you these highly customizable grading schemes. Think partial credit or weighted scores for more complex assessments.
And I really can't overstate the scalability here. Whether you're teaching a 20-person seminar or a 2,000-student mega lecture, this technology grades all those submissions in the exact same amount of time, instantly. And thanks to that LMS integration we talked about, it seamlessly exports all that data so you can track student progress across the whole semester, and you literally never have to touch a calculator.
Section 4. Time-saving tips for educators.
So now that we know what the tools do, how can professors actually use them to get their lives back? Here are 4 practical things you can do right away. First, leverage your existing question banks. Seriously, don't reinvent the wheel every single term. Store your best stuff in a digital repository. Second, reuse and adapt your old tests effortlessly. Just pull from your bank, tweak a few variables, and boom, brand new exam in minutes. Third, let the system give instant feedback to your students. It cures their anxiety on the spot and totally stops that annoying flood of "when are grades posting?" emails. And fourth, analyze those results efficiently. If you adopt these practices, you're going to spend way less time doing admin chores and a lot more time actually teaching and creating an amazing learning experience.
Section 5. Enter the Qorrect platform. We've been talking a lot about the theory of what an advanced digital system can do, but let's look at something that brings all of this into one single powerful reality: Qorrect. It's an advanced online assessment tool built to simplify and upgrade the entire exam lifecycle for universities. It pairs effortless test creation with totally seamless online exam management. Basically, it lets professors design, organize, and administer exams end-to-end, all while keeping the absolute highest standards of accuracy and fairness intact.
And Qorrect isn't just a grading machine, it has an incredibly robust feature set. We're talking advanced analytics and reporting so you know exactly how your class is doing. It also features really secure remote exam support, so even if your students are taking the test from their living rooms, the delivery system locks down integrity and security. Plus, it has that smart question bank management we just went over, which makes building your future tests an absolute breeze.
It's also super versatile. In higher ed, we're usually dealing with 2 main kinds of tests, right? Formative assessments, those are the ones that measure understanding during the learning process, like a quick weekly quiz to check if everyone did the reading. And then summative assessments, which assess mastery at the end of a term, like a high-stakes final exam. Qorrect handles both of these flawlessly. It lets you set up either type seamlessly, so you can track progress and actually adjust your teaching strategies on the fly.
So this all leads us to one final provocative question. Are you ready to move beyond traditional methods and actually experience the future of education? We've seen how these digital test creators can completely eliminate those grueling hours of manual grading, neutralize cheating, link right up with your existing systems, and give you instant, actionable data. This isn't just about downloading a new piece of software. It's about reclaiming your time as an educator and giving your students a fairer, faster experience. The tools are right here. The only question left is, when are you going to ditch manual grading for good? Thanks so much for joining me on this Explainers, and we will see you next time.